Start every video with a smile. Okay. This is the world famous elliptical talk. Elliptical talk. I'm doing just 15 minutes on it. Just to get into the importance of this video. So as I'm doing this health journey, I like to be kind of transparent on a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna actually there's a fifth video I'm not even gonna unload right now because there has some sensitive information in the background, but I think it's 4 videos I did while I was in the hospital. Reason why I'm only doing 15 minutes on this, I don't know if my lung can pass or body. Just see how it does. But I gotta walk. I gotta keep it going. I can't stop. My wife was telling me I just need to rest. Other people were telling me I just need to rest, but it's like I'm not trying to challenge death. I respect death, but I feel like this is that moment. This is that breakthrough moment. So basically, in the I think the 4 videos, this is when I was in the hospital going through. Maybe I went into detail. I haven't watched the long videos. Or obviously I did them, but I don't know how much details I put into it. The long videos, sensitive details, I don't think I showed. Like I said, one video kind of showed some sensitive information. Maybe in the future when that information is no longer relevant, I might post it. But right now it's relevant. I'm obviously back home. I'm obviously healthy enough to get on the elliptical and to talk. Like I told the doctor, I actually feel better when I'm moving around. Like I want to work out. My body wants to work out. I want to walk. I feel better when I'm sedentary. I don't feel right. I want to move. The body's like, move, do something, get healthy. It's just, that's how I feel. So basically, these the short video before this and this long video is basically so people don't be like, going crazy. Because the truth, I only told 3 people. I told 3 people that I was in the hospital. Former co-worker, another former co-worker from Atlanta, and a close friend to the family, really his family. 3 people. 3 people. And some people are going to be upset. It is what it is. If you cannot help me in that situation or support me positive mentally, come on, get real. I'm going through stuff. Yes, I told my wife. I didn't want to tell my wife, but it's my obligation as a husband to tell my wife because she's still in another country. We're still going through the immigration process. Somebody please give me $75,000 so we can end this in the next 3 months. You can just power through it. It is what it is. Thank you. But yeah, I told my wife, and she was bothered. She was worried because she's there. What can she do for her husband? I remember she was telling me I was getting an Uber ride from the hospital to go to my vehicle, and she was like, "Get your coworker to go pick it up and take it home." Don't like. There's an answer to that, but I can't give you the answer. And the answer is very simple. There was a very simple scenario because I am very logistic sound in my work, home, and life. So there's some very simple logistics in that. So with that being said, I still have to work. I still have to provide. I still have to take care of myself. I still have to take care of my wife. I still have to take care of our responsibilities. And that takes economics. And in America, everybody who's dealing with it right now, they understand. I remember coming back with the Uber driver, and he was driving this, I want to say 2023 Nissan Sentra. Woo! Man, I was like, this is a Sentra? That car was nice, and I was in the back seat. I was like, man, how much you think this run? He said the base model, probably 26 to 28. He said the model he had was 32 to 35. And I'm like, this is a Nissan Sentra? I said, something's going on. Who got money in America? You know? I mean, I've got a trade. I mean, I've got a very popular trade. And whew, what am I doing wrong? So, you know, very interesting. But my man told me he just got back in town. And he said he's working 7 days a week, 8 to 12 hours. He said Friday and Saturday he does the 12 hours. Other than that, he does 8 hours a day. He said he got to stack that cheese, get that cheese back. I'm like, I understand. This video right now is probably under 6 minutes, but I've been on this 8 minutes and 15 seconds. I got to do 15 minutes. And if you're able to walk and talk, that's a good sign. So I go into, on this video, it's late in the video. Most people's not watching it. This is just really going to be for my people really going through the journey, and for myself to look back on. I was going to a job assignment, and I got dizzy. I was already, it's like I was dealing, it feels like a sinus cold. That's how I can explain. It feels like a sinus cold, stuffy head, little confusion, brain fog. And so I've been drinking coffee lately, and my doctor, she thinks it's sleep apnea. We're going to a sleep study. Gotta hook up with that. There's money. Everybody wants that money. Ain't nothing, we like to find some free stuff. But people got to get paid. People got to live too. So she's got me hooked up to go for a sleep study. But that's what my doctor, she feels it. And this was a good experience. I know it's going to cost. I know the cost is coming. But it was a good experience at the hospital. It was a good hospital. It was a hospital in North Dallas. If you know North Dallas, you know that's where some decent economics is. And a pretty good stay. Staff was good. Now, they didn't tell me how the food went, so I basically went 28 hours without eating. And if you say eating, about 24 hours in there, one of the nurses gave me some graham crackers. The one lady came in there who started it because she was testing my cognitive ability of writing and stuff, because the whole thing about this thing, they thought I was having a stroke. Thought I was stroking. I came into this place. My blood pressure, when they read it, was 226 over like 110. 226 over 110. Anybody knows that's a dangerous situation to be in, especially diabetes, diabetic, pre-diabetic, hypertension, overweight, obesity. That's a dangerous situation to be in. Even though I've been working out for over a month and something now, still, that's a dangerous situation. So, of course, where I was at, they were like, hey, let's get you to the hospital. They got me to the hospital. And I remember everybody at the ER was asking me all these questions, asked me to do this, say this. And I think I broke out crying because I was so emotionally overwhelmed at this point. I was overwhelmed. And it's just me, you know, who am I calling? Mom, Dad, my wife is, I couldn't put that burden on her, and I didn't even have that phone. I had a work phone on me. So I wasn't gonna put that burden on her, but I remember telling myself, concentrate, focus, 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 keeping myself tethered in this third dimensional reality and remembering why I'm here and what I'm here for. Focus. I just remember that part. And of course, the doctors did an excellent job. I experienced something called an MRI. Woo! I'm a big dude. They put me in that machine. That machine, beep, burp, me, burp, me, beep, burp, man, making all the noises. And I'm like, Wakanda forever, or more like this. Yeah, they did an MRI. They didn't see any signs of brain tumor, stroke, or any other stuff. They saw something, but they believe that was maybe pre-existing. And they're gonna we're passing information along to my primary care physician. But it came out good, and that was when I've been having a lot of headaches and migraines, and I was worried about that. And what did the universe do? Instead of giving me $10,002,002, universe said, let me take that off the plate. Let me take that off the table. Let me get you an MRI so you can stop worrying about if you got a brain tumor or cancer in the mind or the head. They did it. They went through it. And no. We basically pretty much understand between stress, anxiety, prediabetes, hypertension, obesity, and the other factors that are weighing in that I may not be literally sleeping at night. I might be micro-napping or something else and not really resting. Sleep apnea, so I have to do the sleep study to see. I know I have to sleep a certain way to feel even somewhat rested. And my doctor was saying you got to be careful with it because it can lead to some other neurological diseases if you're not resting properly and getting into that REM sleep. So there's a lot of information, and this is really for the people who are really into these journeys and growing and want to know information. But once you understand what you are, you don't fear death. Death is inevitable until you're a true immortal. And then what is a true immortal? Do you want to live 1,000,000,000,000 years? What's wrong with the other side? What's wrong with where you came from is spiritual stuff? Do you want to stay in a third dimensional reality? This is just a trip, a dream, a vacation, a journey. That's it. True immortality is your spirit, your soul. So once you understand death, yes, I feel like I want to accomplish stuff, and I want to be there for my wife and do for my wife and stuff, and that makes me as a male. I have to set up things and get things in order for her, make sure she's taken care of, and if I have kids and family, do that. But you can't be afraid of death. Death in a lot of situations is more of a friend than you would ever understand. My understanding of death is without death, you really suffer here. You really suffer. You go places where people are truly suffering, who wish for death, who beg for death, and imagine if they can't get it. If you can't be healed or made anew or brought out of a situation, death really is a friend. So that being said, I've been on this thing for almost coming up on 16 minutes. I've been talking for 14 minutes. We're going to take it to 15. Hey, I'm going to put these video outs first, and then I'll put up the other ones. But I wish all of you, sincerely, I wish you peace, health, wealth. Give gratitude always. Be thankful. Be thankful for what you got. Be thankful for the journey. Keep moving forward. Keep focused. And we'll keep this going. So, until next time, I'll leave you with a smile.